Okay, we're back. I don't know what happened. That was really weird. So hopefully everyone knows to join me over here. I'm going to keep going here. These dried really bright and vibrant, which I love. All right, let's see. I apologize if you were on the last video. I don't know what happened. That was really weird. I've been really into peonies lately. I'm painting them like crazy. So I think I'm going to do a little peony right here. So you definitely have to layer multiple layers of paint if you want it to show up. So I'm just getting this first layer down and then I'll go back over the top in just a minute. And I'm just using normal, I say normal, the paints that I usually use, which is Daniel Smith, Holbein, Winsor & Newton, Schmincke, and I think I have a couple of M. Graham paints on here too. It's weird because you can't just like go back in and add color. This dries really fast. So that's weird to get used to. I was saying in the other video, I've been getting a lot of questions about leaves. So if you have any questions, please ask, because I'm going to be making a series of videos to help you with leaves, and it's going to be awesome. I know it's kind of hard to see this, but I'm hoping that the multiple layers will show up here in a minute. This paper dries really, really fast. This is layer number 2. I think this is fun and it works for watercolor with multiple layers, but if you were a gouache artist, I think you would love this right off the bat. Just because watercolor is naturally transparent. So you're going to need multiple layers. Are the comments working? I'm not seeing any comments. I guess the live chat. They must not be working because I can't see anything. I don't know what is going on with YouTube Live today. That's super weird. This is layer number 3. I'm going to use this Artist Loft green because that's what I used up here, and it showed up awesome once it dried. And I knew it would because it has that chalky finish to it, and so it's more opaque. I apologize if you've left comments. I'm not sure what's happening here. Let's see if I can check it out. Oh, there you are. I figured it out. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to scroll back. I'm so sorry, guys. What watercolor are you using? So over here, I've got the Artist Loft. It was like $5 at Michael's. And this one naturally has an opaque finish to it. And so you can see as it's drying, it kind of has that chalky look to it. So I knew it would work better on this black watercolor paper. And then what flower are you painting? This is a peony. These two are roses. Sorry, we're getting all caught up. How do you make your leaves perfect? I have an issue with roses, not leaves, actually. Okay, well, please ask your question about roses or leaves. Roses are quite hard, actually. I know, they're really tricky. And I have a video coming out probably Wednesday. I'm going to start doing my Wednesday videos again. And I'm going to be sharing some tips for non-blobby flowers. Maybe the type of watercolor, the brushes being wrong, you know, all of that can play into it. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so I hear a lot that, and this is a comment on here, I hear a lot that you want to use the cheaper stuff before you jump into the more expensive stuff to get better. And I have two things with that. Yes, you should just practice with whatever you have. I totally am on board with that. But I also know that some people get really, really frustrated thinking that they can't paint and that their results are not coming out really well. And it's mostly because their supplies that they're using are not good. So it's not them, it's the supplies they're using. So yes, I want you to use the supplies you have, but I also want you to get nicer supplies so that you can get a better result right off the bat. So I will always recommend the higher quality stuff, but I understand that you need to use what you have. Trust me, I used this exact palette for like 2 years, and then I upgraded to, and I talk about this a little bit in my online course, but I upgraded to my tins, and I just slowly started upgrading, and then I think it was 2 years ago. So I've been painting for almost 6 years, and 2 years ago is when I started buying the tube paints, and it has made such a huge difference in the quality of my paintings that I will never go back. Like, I use this every once in a while for stuff like this when I know it's going to be opaque on here, but anyway, that's a whole tangent. I'm a little bit obsessed with painting, so okay, I'm going to start a new one now that I kind of know how this paper is acting. I'm going to start over. I'm going to do if you follow me on Instagram, I just posted yesterday, I posted this picture of when I first started, and then yesterday I kind of repainted or repainted the same exact thing. And it was cool to see the progress. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out on my Instagram account. I'm at Snowberry Design Co. But you definitely should not get discouraged. Everyone starts somewhere, and it takes a lot of time and practice. So I'm proof of that, I guess. And I still feel like I'm learning a ton. Yeah, this is just water, a spray bottle. I spray it on there because these paints dry out really, really fast, so I'm constantly having to re-wet them. And you'll just get a better result overall if your paints are wet when you start out. You don't have to work your paintbrush into the paint quite as much. Yep, it's just water. Let's see, I'm trying to decide what I want to paint right here. So black watercolor paper, it's really fun to play with, but I feel like I'm using a completely different technique. I'm like globbing on the paint rather than building up layers. So it's kind of fun if you really want to just play with paint and go crazy. This is kind of a fun way to do it. Lavender is really fun. I know, I love it. And it smells so good. I love it. I don't know what's going here yet. I just need something up there. See, look how this is drying. It's like got that chalky look to it. Yeah, it kind of does feel like I'm painting with acrylic. I mean, I know it's not acrylic, it's watercolor paint, but this paint already does not act the same as the professional grade watercolor paint. And so I feel like that's also a factor here. I don't know. It's fun. It's really fun, but I don't know if it's something I'll do every time I paint. This is going to be like a once in a while kind of thing. I don't know what flower needs to go here. It's going to take me a second to figure it out. I'm not sure if I know what kind of flower that is either. A camellia. I believe that's kind of rose-like, and they're pretty small and they come on a shrub. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but I am not 100% sure. I need it to be something like small and round, so I'm just going to, I don't know what I'm going to paint there yet. Sometimes it takes me a minute. I've got this like cluster flower happening, a longer flower, this side-facing flower. I need another like side-facing flower that's not going to compete with what I have going on. Maybe I'll just do another like coneflower type thing. Really fun. Okay, I'm almost done. Just gonna add in a few more stems for these little filler flowers I just added in. It's kind of like a little wildflower bouquet. Okay, there you go. Black watercolor paper. I want to break out my gouache paint and try that out next, but not on this video. I'll just do that on my own time. This video is already 25 minutes long. So if you want to jump over to my Instagram and please ask your questions about leaves or roses or whatever else you want to ask me a question about, I'm going to be making new videos based on the questions I'm getting. So please ask me over there. It's Snowberry Design Co on Instagram. Yeah, pleasantly surprised with the black watercolor paper. A little sad that I'm not going to use this because I'd have to layer a ton, but with the chalky finish watercolor paper and with gouache, I'm sure it would be great. Just realized I never added in this little stem up here. Anyway. Okay, I will see you guys later. Look for a new video on Wednesday. It's going to be awesome. I'm really excited to share some tips about avoiding blobby flowers and tips on painting leaves, tips about getting started. It's going to be good. Mixing greens, all of that stuff. All right, see you later.